Question number 8. List the output from the given algorithm for the following input. So these are input values that are given, and this is the algorithm that we need to run through. So this is given in pseudocode. So loop for count from 0 to 7. So the value of count will run from 0 to 7. So initially the value of, let's say, count is 0. Now for the value of count is 0, you go inside the loop and execute all these statements. So first you input a number. So that will be 2. So number, the value of number is 2. So if number div 2 is equal to number divided by 2. So what is the difference between the div operator and the division operator? So the div will give you the quotient after division. Just the quotient after division, whereas a slash will give you the complete division value, complete quotient basically. So what is the difference between this quotient and this quotient? This is the integer quotient. There won't be any decimal points, whereas this will have decimal points. Like for example, when I'm dividing 7 divided by 2, I get 3.5. Whereas when I do 7 div 2, I get 3. That's it. So only the quotient, the integer quotient will be returned with the div operator. So now, so if num div 2 is equal to num divided by 2. So the value of number is 2. So number div 2 is how much? 2 div 2 will be 1. And now 2 divided by 2 is also 1. Then in that case, that this condition is true. So if that is true, then you're checking num div 3 is equal to number divided by 3. Number div 3, 2 is 2. 2 when I am dividing by 3, what am I getting? 2 when I divide it by 3, 3 zeros, 0. And then the remainder comes out as 2. So it will give me 0. But when I do number divided by 3, that is 2, when I divide it by 3, the complete division. So this is zeros, 0, the remainder is 0. And again 0.2. So it would be 6 or 18, then again 2, 0. So this would be 0.66666 and so on. So it is not equal. The number div 3 is not equal to number div 3, number divided by 3. In that case, you are not executing this. So you are not doing anything. Then you go back to the beginning of the loop, count will become 1. So when count is 1, again you are inputting a number. So the value of number is equal to 6, the second value that you are inputting. Now you are checking if it is div 2, that is 6 div 2 is 3. Number divided by 2 is also 3. Now you are checking it by 2. So 6 div 2, say 6 div 2, 3 is 2. And number div 3 is also, number divided by 3 is also 2. So yes, it is true. Then output the value of number. So in your final output, you'll get 6. It will be printed. Then again, you go back to the beginning of the loop. So count now will change to 2. Then count when it is 2, then you are inputting number. So the value of number that you are inputting is 8. So now you are checking if number div 2 is equal to number div divided by 2. Yes. In this case, it is both the same. Now you are checking if num div 3 is equal to number divided by 3. It won't be because 8 is not divisible by 3. So then you are not outputting the number. So basically, what exactly are we doing inside this? We are checking if the number is divisible by 2. And then we are checking if it is divisible by 3. That is, we want numbers which are divisible by both 2 and 3. So that's the whole point of this input. So going on that logic, which out of these numbers are divisible by both 2 and 3? So we got 6 as the first value. 8 is not divisible by 3, so that will not be printed. 9 is not divisible by 2, so that will also be not printed. 12 is divisible by 2 and 3. So 12 will be one of the outputs. And then 15, although it's divisible by 3, it is not divisible by 2 at all. 18 is divisible by 2 and then divisible by 3 also. So 18 also will be printed in here. Then 20 will not be printed. So the final output that you will be having is 6, 12 and 18. So this question is for 3 marks, and for each one of these values, you get 1 mark. So how many of them you get correct? You will get those marks.